What's up, guys? This is Christian Brindle with Six Figure Medicare Agent. Hope this video finds you doing well. Hope you're starting off the year incredibly successful and with plenty of abundance, okay? This channel is all about helping you get to six figures and above if you're already there in your Medicare business. My name is Christian Brindle. I made six figures for the first time in the Medicare business when I was 25 years old, and I'm just somebody just like you that's just trying to figure it out one step at a time. I'm someone that's achieved quite a bit of success in the industry, but I know that I can achieve more, I can strive for more, and I'm trying to get to that next level and build my agency into a multi-million-dollar a year agency. And I want to kind of help you do the same and kind of bring you along in the journey with me. If you're not in our Facebook group already called Six Figure Medicare Agent, please go and add yourself into the group. Send in a request and we'd be happy to have you. It's a great community. It's grown very, very quickly. It's been around for about a week and a half, maybe almost 2 weeks to this point. And we've got about 110 members to this point. We'd love to get to the point where we're in a couple of thousand members strong. We have some wonderful, fantastic people in the group up until this point. So please feel free, if you have a Facebook account, to go get yourself into that group where we share daily important information, updates with carriers, insurance companies, and also just motivational and free training content. So let's get right into today's video, and that is why making six figures, a six-figure income today in 2020 is not enough. Let me explain what I mean by this. I've made over six figures in this business for a while now. Now, I put out a video a little while back about how to make $10,000 a month every month as a Medicare agent. I put that out because this will be the first year that every single month for the entire year, I will make at least $10,000 within a given month. Now, I made six figures for a while, but to make six figures, you only need to make $8,333 and some change. And of course, with AEP money and everything like that, I was over six figures for some time now, and every single year, the business grows. We're making more money than we were before. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not all about the money, guys, but at the end of the day, we're not a charity. We're businesses. Our companies are businesses, and as a business, we're supposed to be serving our clients and our customers, but making a profit while doing so. We're not a charity. We have to be able to keep the lights on. We have to be able to pay our bills, and we're in this to benefit as much as the client's benefiting. The client should be benefiting, and we're supposed to be benefiting at the same time. Everybody's supposed to be winning if this is done correctly. Now, if you believe in what you're doing, if you believe what you're doing is a good thing, if you believe what you're doing in your business every day is helping people, if you're helping cover people, and you feel like you're doing a good service to your clients and your customers, then you making more money simply means that you're helping more people. Let me say that again for those of you that might missed it. If you believe in what you're doing, and if you don't believe in what you're doing and you believe what you're doing is wrong, you should get out of the business right now. Close this video down, quit, and go do something else, because I don't believe that you should ever be involved in something that you don't believe you're actually giving, that you're bringing value to the world with your business. Amazon, for example, solved a problem for a lot of people. People didn't want to leave their home. People wanted to be able to buy things and have it come to them in a timely manner. Amazon solved a problem for millions, tens of millions, maybe even hundreds of millions of people all over the world. And because of that, they've increased their income dramatically. This is not a situation, for those of you who might think so, to where you're just ripping people off or anything like that. If you feel like you are, you're doing something wrong in your business. But making more income, the more money your business pulls in, simply means there's the more people that you are actually making a difference in their lives and helping. Point blank. So let's get that out of the way. Making more money, if you're doing everything right as a business owner and as an agency owner, means that you're making a positive difference in more people's lives. The more clients you have, the more happy clients you have, the more money you make, okay? So these things actually correlate with each other. So let's not get that twisted for anybody that watches this that thinks that, all we think about is money and blah, 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 blah. I can already see it in the comment section, okay? So let's talk about why six figures isn't enough. In 2020, the dollar is less valuable than it ever has been in human history. I was talking with a close friend of mine a while back, and he's someone that's also in the business. And I told him that I believed, and he agreed with me completely, and I told him that I believe that making $1 million a year today income is equivalent to what it was like making a six-figure income in the late 80s and early 90s. Because every single year, not every single year, every single month, every single week of our lives, because of inflation, because the government took us off the gold standard, our dollar goes down in value more and more. So if you just have money sitting around in the bank, it's getting less and less valuable by the day that it's left there. $10,000 won't be worth $10,000 in 10 years from now. It will still be $10,000, but $10,000 won't mean as much. You ever hear, any of your clients say, well, in my day, we got a loaf of bread for a quarter or something like that, or a nickel or whatever they say. That's because of inflation. So let's get that out of the way. Six figures doesn't carry the weight that it used to. It doesn't carry the weight that it did in the late 80s and early 90s. It's basically equivalent to someone making $1 million a year income today. Six-figure income is probably making 50, 60 grand back then or something along those lines. So just keep that in mind, that every single year the dollar amount goes down. The only way that you as an individual can fight and battle inflation is by making sure that your money is growing faster than inflation is decreasing the value of your dollar. That's the only way that you can stay ahead, and you want to make sure that you're staying ahead as high as possible. So let's get that out of the way. Six figures today does not carry the weight, like I said a couple times now, that it used to. I remember, the last couple of years I had friends of mine that have kind of broken into the six-figure stratosphere. I was talking to somebody the other day that's a good friend of mine. We were kind of talking through Facebook, and we go back a couple of years now, and he created a podcast. He's doing a motivational business, like a consulting business and things like that, and his podcast is doing very well. He's had Grant Cardone on his podcast. He's had Dean Graziosi on his podcast, or however you say his name. He's had a co-founder of Netflix on his podcast. Billie Jean is marketing on his podcast. A lot of really big name people. His podcast is doing very well, and he just hit six figures this past year in 2019 for the very first time, and we were talking about it, and I said, how does it feel? And he said, honestly, I thought it would feel like more, but it doesn't feel like very much. And that's exactly how I felt the first time I hit six figures. It doesn't carry the weight that it used to. And let's face it, life is expensive. Life is incredibly expensive. And if you're not in the six-figure ball club park, you're going to have expenses come up in your life, especially if you have a family. Now, if you don't have a family, it's probably a little bit easier to do that. But, don't we all want a family at some point in your life? Maybe you don't want that personally, but I want a family. I want kids. I want a wife that I love and adore. I want close people in my life. I want pets. We just paid to get one of our family cat's eyes removed. Before we bought him, I guess some brat kid shot him in the eye with a BB gun, and his eye was just inflamed over the years, and we were told to keep an eye on it. His eye would need to be removed someday. Though that day finally came, $1,500. $1,500. Now you might say, well, we would just put him down. We wouldn't pay that much for a cat. My daughter loves that cat. My wife loves that cat. Why should I do that to my family if I can pay for it? And if you have enough money, you can make sure that your family has everything they need. They have a roof over their head. They're never going to have to worry about finances again. They always have enough food to eat. You have enough, we have 2 cars paid off. My wife, we don't have to worry about how my wife's going to get around. She can get wherever she needs to go to run errands. Oh, we have a house over our head. We never have to worry about how the mortgage payment is going to be paid. Never have to worry about gas money. It's just not a concern, but bills do add up, especially once you go through life. And as these bills come up, if you're not making enough of an income, you have the other choices to put it on a credit card or take out debt or something like that, which then you end up drowning in debt. You need, in order to, I think 6 figures in 2020 and going forward, guys, is a comfortable living, but it's not yet financial freedom. Not in 2020. You need to be in the target where no matter what happens to you, you're going to be completely taken care of financially. Bills are expensive. Life is expensive, more expensive than ever, and it's going to keep getting more expensive. Just remember that your focus should be to be making multi-million-dollar a year profits in this business and for your business and for your agency. Because it's not you being greedy. It's you being the opposite of that. Because what you're going to have to give up as far as, fun time, free time, things like that, in order to get to that place, you're actually providing a service to your family, to your loved ones, to your children, to your pets, to everything. And also to your clients. Because like I said at the beginning of the video, if you believe in what you're doing as much as everybody says they do, then you want to help as many people as possible. The more money you make in this business means the more people you've helped effectively. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I'm just a little rant and a thought I had the other day, and I think it's something that doesn't get talked about enough. You should be setting your targets higher than 6 figures. 6 figures is just a stepping stone to get to the next step. I'm just somebody just like you, just trying to figure it out, trying to get to that next point in my evolution as an insurance agency owner. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please drop a like on the video. Comment what you think down in the comment section. Am I completely off on this? Am I wrong? What do you see wrong with what I'm saying? If you like what I'm saying, tell me what you like in the comment section. And subscribe for future 6-figure Medicare agent content. Here's to your success, your abundance, and I hope wherever you are and however you might be watching this, you're in good spirits. Take care.